think we're good. Okay,
Do I
geez,
do I
I
need to
got like the
censor my
wrong video up.
profanity?
No,
Okay, just
just
making
don't.
sure. Look, you
No,
can
I
see
don't want
the
to get
other
banned
camera.
though.
You won't get banned for profanity.
All
Now,
right.
now if I whip my dick out and start swinging it around, maybe, but profanity is not against terms of service.
Okay, so Kerbal. Kerbal had a great idea today. He said, "Hammer brother,
This is your idea.
we're
Don't
gonna
give
do a
me
segment
credit.
together." Yeah, but it was your idea to do it tonight.
There we go. Okay.
Yes, at some point it was my idea to definitely have a segment. It's not going to be like the entire stream segment. We're going to do a quick segment on all the terms that we learned on Twitch that we had no idea what they meant.
And I think, I think that us being a little older, we're not in those same social circles as the younger kids, so we don't, pick up the terms that they do. Like, for example, today I woke up. Normally, the first thing I do when I get up, I grab my phone, see what time it is, and then I kind of scroll through my notifications because, I don't have to be up at any particular time. So, scroll through my notifications, and I saw a comment on YouTube that said, "Yo, that beanie be bussin'." I was like,
That beanie be bussin'.
I think that's what it said. Hang on, let's see.
He said that beanie is wait,
I've
what?
got.
Can you show us the picture?
I
Does he
can actually
mean,
bring the comment up. Yeah, so
was this on Instagram?
this was on YouTube.
What were you wearing? Or I can pull up the
A
video too.
beanie. This beanie right here.
So if anybody's in chat, let me know if you know what the term bussin'
Usually when I'm
means.
in here in the computer room, I either turn the heat way down
Yeah.
so that it doesn't get stupid hot in here, and it gets picked up by my mic. So let's see if I can find the video real quick. YouTube Studio. But I believe it was something along the lines of comments. Where the fuck is it? Alright, I don't remember which video. Actually, you know what? I should just look at the content and the video where I'm wearing the beanie. That would probably be it, huh? So it's either this one or this
I
one.
want to see the comment.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I want to
Give
see
me a
that.
second, dude.
I gotta go to Urban Dictionary.
If you thought
Is that
Amazon was
what's
cheap,
what's
try
the
it with
go-to
Capital
place
One Shopping and then tell me what you think.
for guys like us to figure out what these terms mean?
I
Is there
usually
like,
just go
is
straight
there
to
a Twitch
Google, man,
dictionary?
because a lot of
Go to
stuff on
Google.
Urban Dictionary I find is okay. That's somebody wanting to buy the desk mat. Why do I keep opening the same? Did I open the same video twice? I did. I'm seeing the same comment. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is the comment right here. Can you
Okay.
see on my stream right now? It should be.
Yep.
I can actually.
That beanie be bussin'.
Okay, that beanie bussin'.
What was your first thoughts when you read that?
BUSSIN. I thought that it said that beanie busted, like, because this beanie was $3 beanie at Walmart. I just happened to be walking through there picking up some stuff. I don't remember what the hell I was there for. And I've been looking all over for, I usually wear a Vans beanie. So I've been
Yeah.
looking all over for that beanie. I couldn't find it. It was finally starting to get cold. I was like, $3 black beanie? Straight. Grabbed it. So I thought it said that beanie busted. Like, this motherfucker got on a cheap fucking beanie. So I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
okay. So you thought he was I don't know, giving you some flack for your cheap ass
This
beanie?
is YouTube.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is
That's
YouTube.
true.
So,
Yeah, no filter.
so I was like, all right, my beanie's bussin'. So I Google, what does bussin' mean?
Okay. And
And
what does it mean?
so according to this, bussin' is a word that frequently pops up on TikTok, and it means that something is really good.
What age group uses this?
TikTok?
What is the
I've just
what,
recently started the foray into the world of TikTok. I've made some pretty stupid videos today because I was bored. And really, I
I
just
haven't
needed to
looked at your
upload three
videos.
videos in the past 30 days for monetization.
I don't understand that. I don't understand TikTok. Do you
3 minute
get it?
videos. Basically, for some reason, it's like 90% girls shaking their asses.
That's not a surprise.
Yeah, not necessarily a bad thing either, I guess.
So what's the plan on TikTok?
Just upload
Gain.
keyboard content and see what happens.
Are you directing people to your Twitch channel? Because I heard from what's his
It's more
Lightning
directing
Pipe,
to. I've got a link tree address that link takes you to everything. So
like Kerbal Skis.
yeah, that's on there. All my
Okay.
social. It's linktree/Kirball. I originally had set it up as a business account, and so a business account allows you to have a URL in your profile.
Okay.
So I set up a business account, had kerballskeys.com there, and it's instead of being Twitch Kirball like it is on everything else, it's Kerball's Keys on TikTok.
Got it.
And I was going to use it to funnel people to the business, and then from there onward to other social media stuff as well, and Twitch ideally. And then I
I think I want to
realized,
see it.
because I was like, I've reached the requirements to get monetized. Why am I not getting the option to get monetized? Business
Okay.
accounts cannot be monetized. So I changed it back to a personal account so that I could
Business
be
accounts can't be
monetized.
monetized.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have
So
a link to your TikTok profile? I want to
I
check it out.
think it's just what TikTok.com/@Kirball. I think it has the @ sign in it.
Kerbal, just at Kerbal. That name's not taken.
Or at Kirball's Keys, excuse me. Kirball's
You're
never taken,
definitely,
bro. If you
you're
ever run into a
definitely not.
Kirball, if you ever run into a Kirball from anywhere from about 1993 till now online, it's probably me
I
or
just ran into
someone.
one on TikTok.
Huh?
I just ran into one on TikTok.
Is it
Man,
me?
I'm super blurry.
Is it
No,
me or is it a chick in Britain?
it's a guy named Ryu.
Never heard of him. It might be
All
somebody
right,
that
hold
doesn't
on a
like me.
second.
I used to have a lot of enemies online.
Hold on, I need to fix something.
But here, I can post the link. Links are allowed in your chat or not? Well, I'm a mod, so I
Yeah.
should be able to paste it. Boom. There's a link. Oh, what just happened? Okay, there you go. So there's a link. So yeah. So this beanie, bussin'. No, what's the word I'm looking for? Not adjective. Preposition, nothing. Just that beanie, bussin'. I, like, this was at the point where, like, still my eyes were barely open. And that shit just put me right in a bad mood right off the jump. First thing in the morning. That beanie bussin'. I thought he was hating on my beanie. I didn't know what to think. Yeah, these are the ridiculous
How
videos I made today just so I could
Whoa, wait,
monetization.
wait. These aren't all yours, right?
Yeah, those are all mine.
All of these are yours?
Yeah, basically what I did was I made the TikTok channel, took all my YouTube content that was sound tests and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and sped up parts of it and edited them to make them 3 minutes, since there's a 3 minute limit, and put them
You
all
have
on
a lot of.
TikTok.
Dude, you made this today?
No, I made that
You have
like
a video
a
that
couple
has.
months ago.
Okay.
I set it
Like
all
what?
up, and then I didn't really think about it much. Today I made those top 4 videos that you see.
Oh, these top four. But this one here, 23,000 people looked at this.
I guess.
Why? Whoa, you got a lot of desk mats.
Yeah, I've gotten more since then. So with TikTok, man, I
How
realized
come I don't see that one very often? This
which one?
anime weeb one, the weeby one, the anime
I
one.
used to use it a
They're all in
lot. I
there.
think that was like before you and I had met. I don't know. I use them for a week or two, and then I switch to something different and put it away. I don't want to like destroy any of them, so I try to keep them all lightly used. If that makes sense.
Dude, you have. There's a lot of these I don't see very often on your stream.
Yeah, there's actually an option in my channel points to choose my desk mat. Nobody ever uses it. And there's a
Dude, I want that one.
which
I'm
one?
jealous you got that the koi fish one
The
from.
the Mizu would.
Yeah. Wow, it's way too loud. Why is that so loud?
I don't know. Oh,
Okay,
probably
that
because
was
I had the.
what?
That's the Mode 65. Oh, I switched the keycaps out. Check out the way it looks. Oh, this was Stupid Bullets told me he's seen on YouTube there's a lot of streamers doing videos with 1,000 switches, so I had to one up them with 20,000 switches. But I switched out
As
the
a vendor, it seems like you would be able to get quite a bit of views on this by just taking pictures and videos of your entire stock.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't have a huge following like people that have been around for a while. Doesn't that look a lot better on the mode than the Future Funk did? and it's PBT and sounds better.
What keycap set is this?
Infinity Blacklight.
Ah. And what did you have on it before? Future Funk?
Yeah, it was already starting
I
to shine, and I destroyed the 7 key when I hit it with the
oh,
controller that time. So I was like, all right, this has got to go. I didn't want to
what
wear it
the
out.
how many views does this have? Okay.
This was what
Okay.
I was on
That's
the way.
hilarious.
I was on the way to the post office today, so I was like, I grabbed that bag and started walking out the door. I was like, dude, I look like fucking Santa Claus. That I don't know how
Oh.
to change the picture that shows up there at the beginning, but that is a terrifying look. See, like so what I did was I took the unboxing videos that I could and reduced them down to 3 minutes by doing this speed up thing through the unboxing
What do you
program.
use? What do you use for video editing?
Blender.
Got it.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's other stuff that I've been thinking about looking into, but I started using Blender and I've started learning some stuff on there, so I've just kind of stuck with it since then.
Is the maximum length of a TikTok video 3 minutes?
It is indeed.
Got it. We should.
Indeed, it
Jeez,
is.
man, you have a lot of views. I don't even know if this is a lot. I can't even tell. I'm not on here.
Well, some of them are probably botted views where I may or may not have gamed the system a little.
Okay, okay.
I'd rather just go ahead and get monetization and then not have that stress over my head. I'd
Yeah.
rather make
Why is this?
I'd rather not make much money than rather try to keep track of what's going on. So yeah.
All right. So, any more terms for on your end?
Let's see what else. I mean, the same ones that you discussed when we were talking earlier. I still don't know what Monka S means.
Okay, we're gonna look that up because I don't know what that means. I'm
I
gonna look
think
it
I
up
looked
right
it
now.
up before, and I still just don't remember. And then like poggers, that's good, right?
I had to
Isn't it?
look that one up like 2 years ago because I kept seeing people use that poggers emoji,
Yeah.
and it just means like, I guess something cool happened, like something really cool happened, and you were
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. It made
All
me
right. So,
think
what
of
is
like
Monkus?
Monka S. Remember
Monka
how?
S.
I think that's how it's pronounced. Remember how? Remember Pogs? Do they have those in Canada?
Pogs, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I always think of. I'm like, you know who Ron Funches is, the comedian? He's got a joke where he goes on
Sounds
this.
very familiar.
He's a black guy, lost a bunch of weight, real funny. He's got an autistic son, but he's telling a joke and he starts talking about Pogs and he talks about Pogs for like 5 or 10 minutes. He's like, "Ain't no other comedian out here delivering this hot Pog content for you." And then he's like, right now, he said, right now, there's one guy in the back of this room going, "I got a slammer in my pocket right now," and he is loving this shit. It's like.
Okay, Monka S is a Twitch TV emote with Pepe the Frog appearing frightened while sweating. It's typically used in chat during moments of okay, here we go. High tension. So that's when we need to use what is it called? Monka is do I even have this on? Okay, I do have it.
I think you have to,
All right.
because there used to be like, I guess if people still use it, was it Better TV or whatever that has
Mhm.
extra, that's probably, I think that's probably where it came from. What about another one? So like, I kind of already know the history of this one.
Monka. Oh, hold on. Before we move on,
Okay.
the emote's name is derived from the uploader and stands for Monka Scared. So the S is now
Oh.
short for S. So Monka S is Monka. Now I'm like wondering, what does Monka mean? It's in March 16th, 2016, Twitch user Monkasen. So it's a guy, it's a person.
So like, you know how
Loaded
when you upload a emote, it uses however many characters of your username and then the name of the
and a
emote.
number or something.
So like, so for mine, you would have to type colon Kirball with one L, and then the names of the emotes come out because I think it gives it what 6 characters, Kirbal. Yeah, so 7 characters. That's just the naming structure that is default
I had
on
no idea that you could
Twitch.
do colon hammer.
Yeah, that
I've always
that's a
clicked through
game
the entire
changer.
menu. That's
Also,
huge.
like
I
stuff like lol, you don't even have to hit
what?
the colon. If you know it, you can just type LOL or LUL, and then like hey
That one I
guys.
know.
Then like, hey guys, you can just type that.
Okay, that's a game changer.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
would always like click on that damn
And I
emote,
didn't know
like
about
what
it
was
for a
this,
long
emote
time.
menu,
I don't
and then I'm
feel
like
bad.
scrolling
Yeah.
through looking for the thing I want to
Yeah.
represent, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Now that you know,
Mm.
you'll be
Oh, dude, that's
emoting
huge.
like a 20-year-old.
All right, so what's the term you were gonna say after Monka S?
All right, so I know you've probably seen this one, and I got a feeling that I'm pretty certain what the history is, but maybe not.
Okay, what
Keck.
is it?
K-E-K.
Huh?
You definitely know Keck.
I don't get it.
World
I've
of
seen it. I
Warcraft.
think it. I played World of Warcraft
You
tons.
played as Horde. What?
No, I played as
Whenever
Alliance.
you played as when they typed LOL, what did you see?
LOL.
No. If Horde talked and you were Alliance, you saw the Orcish.
Oh shit, is that what it is? It's a translation from LOL?
I'm pretty
Oh,
certain that's what it is. But what is Keck W? I think that's just a different
hold on. I
LOL.
want to know what Keka is originating from.
It's from World of
Is it
Warcraft.
really?
Yeah. Is it? Isn't it?
I don't know if it's from World of Warcraft. Keck Urban Diction. Oh no, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's
Keck
Urban
is
Dictionary.
translated as LOL from World of Warcraft. 100%. You're
I
right.
find a lot of stuff on Urban Dictionary doesn't necessarily translate to Twitch. I usually just Google what does whatever mean on Twitch, and that usually will give you a better
Okay.
idea.
What does Keck mean on Twitch? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Because a lot of times on Urban Dictionary, it's kind of tainted with just the people of Urban Dictionary and their crazy stuff. So yeah, so what does Keck mean on Twitch? Laughter. The meaning of Keck W is quite basic. It suggests laughter, and that's why the Spanish laughing guy image was used to represent it on Twitch. Oh, I didn't realize that. Keck is the
How do I
Korean's
activate this?
equivalent of the North American or European LOL.
Wait, really?
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, isn't the Orcish language in WoW based on? Let's see.
Oh, like an European language?
Yeah. What is the language? Where was I at? WoW. Based on World of Warcraft. Oh, this is just telling me the languages. Wowcopedia. Other known languages. Language in WoW.
Oh,
The human is chosen as the common language for Alliance. Anyways, so yeah, apparently it's also Korean for laughter. I wonder, like
like
that's
for
what.
LOL.
Yeah, that's what makes me wonder if that's why they chose that for Orcish and WoW.
Got it.
So I do remember
Well, today I
hearing one
learned
time
something.
that supposedly the Orcish translation or the Orcish that you see as Alliance was some language, but I couldn't remember.
All right, I learned that.
Yeah,
All right,
see?
so let me hit you with the one that I kind of had to figure out.
Okay.
It was Pepega.
Yeah, Pepega.
Do you know what Pepega is?
I think so.
All right, what does it mean?
If something's Pepega, that means like it's really epic, right? Or is it?
No.
No, it's the opposite. It's the opposite.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
opposite of that.
I don't use these enough. Like I have to pick it up
I
from
don't.
other
I don't
streams.
use them.
I have to pick it up from other streams, and I don't use
That's
them
right.
enough to like. I don't use them enough in my vernacular and my interactions with viewers to really keep them in my mind what they are. Usually, I have to
Well,
just
we're
go
gonna
from
start.
context. Huh?
We're gonna have to start.
I guess so, man. We've been very Pepega up until now. We've been very stupid.
Hold on. Let me look up the actual. Because I remember we had to get one of the chatters. I asked one of the chatters for me.
Pepega is a Twitch emote of a distorted Pepe the Frog, because that's where the Pepe part comes from. Used ironically to express when something is stupid or the internet slang version of ... I'm not gonna click the site.
Oh.
But yeah.
All
that's
right,
right.
I got a
It
couple
means
more
like,
for you.
It means like you screwed up something or whatever. All right, hit me. What you got?
Why do people use the word cap? No cap.
See, that's
I don't
something
understand
like
that.
I've been wondering about. Cause like
Have you?
my understanding, like I saw it on either TikTok or something recently, or like when I played New World, I hung out in a Discord with a bunch of these like younger like social media guys. That's like what they did was run social media sites and get them built up
Okay.
and sell them to companies that use them to commercials or whatever, use them for advertising. And they would say
Okay.
a lot of shit. But like my understanding, like so for me, outside of internet culture, no cap means like it's not capacitated. Like say there's 400 instead.
Kakona. What's going on, Kakona?
Oh,
Or
that's good. Welcome,
okay.
welcome. So for me, like when I hear no cap, I think of like something's for sale. There's no cap on it. You can get unlimited amounts of something. You feel me?
I don't think that's what that people are using that term for, are they?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
using it for like
That's what it
no
means
cap?
to me. That's what I think of when I hear no cap. But the way I've seen people using it, I don't really quite get it.
I mean,
And I
yeah,
feel like when I Google it, I get mixed
different.
definitions. Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
see.
so we're gonna look that up.
What does
That's
cap
cap.
mean?
Okay, that's cap. Hey, Kona, we're doing a segment here where me and Kirball are riffing on terms that we don't
The
understand.
expression cap is slang meaning to lie or bullshit. Okay.
No
All right.
cap. That means to not lie
Yeah. So it's
or
no
to
cap.
lie.
No cap, like,
No bullshit.
yeah.
Is that what it means?
I don't know. I've got like basically no viewers right now. You're still. Most of them, like, you know, how after you get done with the board, everybody bounces.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
like, I've only got a
Kona,
couple
Kona, how are you
viewers.
today?
Yeah,
How was
Kakona, how are things going for you? Are you going to explain to us? Yeah, okay.
There we go.
So
Okay.
no cap would be a truth or a straight shit, as you would put it. I
Okay.
guess that's the opposite
All
of
right.
bullshit. I don't know.
So people say, is that why Israel Adesanya or some sport person said, I don't know if he said cap or no cap. Shitty dude, you're tired? How come? Long day at work? Long day at school?
Better wake the fuck up. Hammer Brothers about to finish this board. No, I'm so,
So no cap
is
is
all
what?
fact. Really, you got to do
What does that mean?
FAX. That
What does
means that
FAX mean?
no fax means that they do not
Not
have a
true?
fax machine at his location, so we will not be able to send him our documents for 1989.
Oh, dude, you're traveling right now? It's an
I think
interesting time.
I think he's using FAX as in fax. Fax.
Okay, it's like FACTS,
Yeah.
facts. All right. So no cap is all facts.
Damn, you're worse at this than me, Hammer brother. Yeah, like,
I'm older than you.
not
So
by
that makes sense,
by
right?
what? Fucking
Enough years. We're not going to talk about that on stream.
okay. All right. We would have been at the same school.
We would have, yes. Yeah, we
Yeah.
would have been at the same school. Hey, so Kona, I'm gonna do a typing test in a bit. Just messing with you folks. Thanks. We're just
Kakona,
having fun.
hit us with some words that old dudes like us don't know on Twitch. We've discussed CACW, which we already kind of knew from World of Warcraft. Well, I knew.
I didn't know.
Hammer Brother didn't make the
I didn't know.
connection. You knew it. You just didn't know you knew it.
Yeah, that's true.
We discussed Monka S, which I've already forgotten. That was the.
I need to look it up.
That wasn't
It's the guy
Papega.
named Monka, and then remember, just think of it,
What's the
Monka
meme?
scared.
What's the
It's the scared one.
Okay, that's right. That's the
Yeah.
scared. It's not a Wojak comic, is it? Do you know what a Wojak comic is?
I know what LoJack is, like that
No,
anti-theft device for vehicles.
Wojak, Wojack. You know the meme that I sent you that I made that I was talking about? That I said don't
Yep.
show it to anybody yet. That's a
Yeah.
Wojak comic.
Never heard of that.
They're all over
You mean
memes.
you mean BoJack Horseman? I know that.
No.
Props to guys setting up Twitch and running. I have the hardest. Hey, Kona, you know who's an expert at setting up Twitch? This guy. If you have questions for OBS, Streamlabs OBS,
Oh, that's right. I'm the other way on your screen.
happy to help out, man.
Yeah, for real though. Like that's I don't mind. I helped somebody the other day get their mic all dialed in and everything. If you got issues with it, man, drop it in my stream. Hit me up, whatever. I'll help you out, man. Like I was saying earlier, like
That's cap.
That is not a
Now I gotta
lie.
translate that. What that means.
That's not a lie.
That's all
It seems like
facts.
it would be the other way around. That cap would be that it's the truth. You know, because we came up in the age where like, nah, for real. You know,
Yeah,
it's kind of like fiction and nonfiction. You know how you would think that nonfiction would be the opposite. So yeah,
I hear.
but is cap short for something? Where did it come from? Came from hip hop, according
Basketball.
to
I'm gonna
this.
guess basketball players.
Says here, no cap came from hip hop. Cap is short for
Hold
cap
on, hold
music.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Isn't it
Then
a
why do
song by Chief
oh
Keef? I hate that dude. Go ahead.
okay, you know what? I'm getting this confused with cop. You know what term when I entered the not even when I entered, as I've been in the keyboard hobby and as I've seen the keyboard hobby grow,
Cop, like, get something?
yeah,
I've been
that
using that for
term,
years, though.
but I never heard that term before a couple years. At least where I'm from. People don't
Right.
use it. Like in
So, like,
Vancouver. In my like
so there's a term that used to be used, like, in my peer group, in my age range, which is, like, so it's also used as a slur, but it wasn't used as a slur in that aspect, as in it had nothing at all to do with that particular uh, region of people, I guess, that ethnic group. It was, you'll figure it out pretty quick. It's a three-letter abbreviation for a Japanese person.
got it.
So, like, that was a word that we would use for, like, as instead of saying, like, jack, like, I'm going to jack this pin, or I'm like, if you were, say you were in traffic with your boys and they're like, yo, that car, that means, like, cut that car off or get in front of them, because, you know, because where we lived, it was like, you're in a big city. So, like, I lived in a big city at the time. And it was,
Oh, could, yo, can we get HB Hero Bob?
what's going
Hey,
on, Gazoo? Frickin'
yo,
frack.
do you wanna join
Gazoo,
us?
you can help us out with this. We're discussing terms that old dudes such as ourselves, basically people 30, 35 plus.
People
And
that didn't grow up on Twitch. That is the HB Heroin Bob. That is the
that is,
Gazoo. That is the creator of Boba U4Ts, Boba
hang on, let
U4s.
me,
What else, Kirball?
Gazoo, we're going to get you in on this. Hang on. Do you want to join us here? And we're in my Discord. I'll give you permissions to the channel.
That is the HB Heroin Bob, the one and only. How's it going, Gazoo?
All right, you should have just got an invite there, Dow.
I'm curious what Gazoo thinks about Zeal's switches, his new switch.
He probably doesn't want to talk about it. He just kind of,
That's fair.
yeah, it's not really a, you know, he doesn't want to talk about other vendors and stuff ordinarily.
That makes sense.
Like, especially
That'd
on
be
stream. I'm
awkward.
sure, like, if you talk to him in person, like a voice call, he wouldn't have any problem to tell you his opinion on things. But yeah. So I
So
tried.
does Discord not have a green screen? Like, how come we see your green screen like that in Discord but not on stream? How does this work?
So there he is. So as far as I
Ooh,
know, Discord has.
Hey,
What's good, man?
Gazoo.
Discord has
I
those
needed a
like.
beverage and alcohol.
Discord has these things, and I think if you've got whatever it's called, Nitro, you can do custom stuff, but I don't know of a way. I mean, you could route a software option like OBS as, because you can do a screen too, like if you want to share just one particular screen.
So
So
Gazoo, how's everything? How's everything in your world?
It goes. Still alive, still irritating people, so I think I'm doing all right.
Do you want to plug anything while you have a chance? It's not like we have that many people, but we got a couple of people in chat.
yeah, 7 million
Nah,
people
I'm
between
I'm
the two
I'm,
of
I'm
us.
7 million people. Me, myself, and I times
Divided
16.
by like
Yeah, okay,
1.2 million.
okay. No, I'm not about plugging stuff. I'm just a nobody that freaking makes switches. That's all I know.
Not true.
China's
Just make
going on.
switches.
To
You make
to
the switches that most everybody wants right now.
to you, you're a nobody. To everybody
And
else, you're a celebrity in this community.
in the
Kona, what do
three
you
of
think?
us, the community of three.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
no, what I was saying.
I'm too old to be politically correct, Kona, so I tend to irritate people. Just annoy them. That's all. I'm good-hearted. I'm not out to hurt nobody, but
Basically,
I just
what we're doing is a new thing. We'll probably do more stuff like this in the future, hopefully. After
Marbles.
we
Marbles.
we should definitely run some marbles. We can run it on your stream or my stream and just share the screen, and we can view it through
100%.
Discord. Or we
It'd be
could run
fun.
simultaneous marbles races.
Dude, that would be if we did
Yeah,
that with like prizes
because
at the same time. It'd be
we
wild.
could share our screens. Like you see how you've got the screen option next to share, and you
Yep.
can use that to capture marbles, and then we could have our videos and our marbles all up here at once. And
Yeah.
that would be
We can
pretty cool.
do like, or if we have like a dual giveaway stream, it'd be fun.
We need to make this like one night a week thing maybe.
I can't do a giveaway one night a week. I
Not
don't
a
have enough.
giveaway. I'm just saying the two of us doing this. Say
Okay,
like a
okay.
Thursday or
Dude,
Friday night.
I only stream once a week, so I don't know how regular I can make this, but
Uh,
yes, we'll
if
have to
you can
figure something
find,
out.
if you can carve, we can figure it out. I mean, I could do it on Mondays at your stream once a month or something on your stream, and
For
once a
sure.
month on my stream, or or maybe two of them a month on your stream and two of them a month on my stream. Since I was streaming tonight and you were doing a special stream,
That's true.
these are things we should
Maybe
work
once a
out,
month.
not during this.
Yeah, like not during the middle of the stream when people are in chat.
But
Um,
just catch Gazzew up to speed. I don't know if you were lurking in our streams or
yeah,
not. Basically, what we're doing is
no, I wasn't.
so Twitch has kind of its own speak, its own language, the emoji culture thing that Twitch is. So we're doing old dudes.
Yeah, I'm learning it.
Yeah, we are
exactly.
too.
We're learning it. We're learning
So,
it.
so we're doing, old dudes such as ourselves learning what these things mean and given situations where they were like today. So this morning I woke up, look at my phone as one's ought to do in this modern age. And one of the first things I see is a YouTube comment that said that beanie bussin'. I had no idea what the fuck that meant. I thought he was fucking trash talking me being as it's YouTube, and I look it up and it means that the beanie is like, what did we say? It's like really epic. It's like something's really good. So like that was just like a nice, you know, made me feel good. And then like I went from being fucking pissed the fuck off first thing in the morning to in a good mood. I was in such a good
Yeah.
mood. I went and recorded 4 ridiculous TikTok videos. But that's neither here nor there. Then we discussed, let's see, from there we went to Papega, which
Bussin'.
means,
Conan knows what he's talking about. Bussin'.
yeah, be bussin'. But
Never
like,
heard that term before.
so I hadn't heard it either. We'll talk about other stuff besides Twitch words as well. But let's see. So then we talked about Monka S, which is something stupid, or Papega.
Scared. S stands for scared.
Yeah, it's something scared. Papega is stupid.
Yep.
And what was the other? We talked about another one, didn't we?
We talked about cap and cop.
Cat.
And
We talked
Kona
about
Kona helped us out with cop
with
or cap. Facts.
Cap means something's a lie. Or
I'm gonna
bullshit.
totally use this in the opposite manner. I'm gonna use it in the most.
I am too.
wrong
It's like a
way.
fiction, nonfiction. It's gonna be fucking confusing till you hit third grade.
Kona. What
Until you
is
hit
Kona?
third grade. It's like
Sus.
That's a good one. I
Yes.
feel like sus has been around for a long time. I think what is it?
A long time, as in like 2 years. A long time.
No, sus comes from like I read like a whole article. Among Us really made it popular. Like I've heard sus like that's been around.
Well,
since,
Among
like,
Us was.
sus
I
actually
know.
came from like it originated in like one of the world wars or some shit. Like it's a really old term.
Sure, but in like today's vernacular or today's like common vocabulary, it's very popular.
Because
Very
of Among Us.
Because of, is that why?
That
Because
is
of,
exactly
and Among Us was
why.
popular like what 2 years ago? Feels like 2 years ago, right?
COVID.
2020 when
COVID started.
when
probably.
right.
Yeah,
Sus.
Sus has been around since before we were born. Like, because I read an article on it that because like it became popular because of Among Us, and they're like, well, what's the history of this word? And it comes from suspect, suspicious. It comes from like
Wait, does it mean suspect? I thought it means suspicious.
It's both.
I guess those two are very
They're,
similar.
yeah, they're basically the same word. One of them has an IOUS. Come on, we know these things.
That's sus.
Yeah, so like, yeah,
What you're saying is so sus.
I think it was like a tradecraft, like spycraft terminology where it started, or police. I can't remember. It was one of those two. But
Why am I
then,
even in makers and crafting? I should be in just chatting. What am I
yeah,
doing?
let's see. I'm gonna change that too. So then we talked about Keck and Keck W, which you already knew, but you didn't realize you knew, and I already just knew because I'm smarter
I
than you.
like that
No.
World of Warcraft. I
Yeah,
like that
so
World of Warcraft thing.
yeah, so
That's
Keck
cool.
came from World of Warcraft. Um,
No, Kek is the Korean for LOL.
right, but it also is already a thing because of World of Warcraft.
Yes.
It
Kona
anytime,
says, wait until you guys dive down into Twitch memes. There are a lot of Twitch memes that I don't know. Can you give me an example, Kona, of a
yeah,
Twitch meme?
Kona, you're more plugged into this shit than us, dude. Give us some examples of stuff we should talk about. What else did we talk about? We did the cat, we did Keck W, Papega, which is
What
stupid.
is Kona saying here? I had no idea. Who is this
What is
guy?
Keck W?
Keck W is so in Korean, Keck is the equivalent of LOL, but also in World of Warcraft. If you're an alliance player and you approach a horde player, you won't see what they're typing. You'll see Orcish, and Orcish for LOL is also Keck.
Oh, Kona's name is also
An old
an
Twitch.
emote.
After you register your business, you're from okay, so you're from Hawaii. Nice. You got a place we can crash and come visit?
How's it, brother? We go play
So,
lunch, brah. We go beach.
Kona, is your name pronounced Kakona or do you prefer Konako? And do you sell keyboard parts? I
Yes,
remember
sir.
earlier you were saying you needed some help streaming. Are you going to plan to stream keyboard stuff or other stuff? Curious. You're in Pennsylvania at the moment. Ah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, when I hear actually I got a couple people that I game with there in Pennsylvania. Whenever I think of lived in what? Oh, okay. Cables.
Oh, you
I
make
need to talk to
cables.
you. Both of my cables are failing. The guy that made my cables, he's already repaired them once. I need to move on.
Kona, do you have a store? You can plug your website. I'd like to check it out.
All right, let's see.
Hawaii
Back
is better
to
than Pennsylvania any day. All right.
Hi is better than yeah. I imagine Hawaii is yeah. Um, more crazy Twitch words. Dow, can you think of any that kind of throw you for?
I'm so disconnected. I mean, but I'll be honest with you. If you want to do a weekly thing about like educating geezers on what the current vernacular is, I think you'd have a good stream.
Yeah,
I don't know how popular the content will be, but it'll be some kind of content.
and it can morph and migrate. We don't have to always do that. We can
You know, we could do things like get off my lawn and you
yeah,
know
dude. Like you
what
hit the nail on
what
the
are we
head, bro.
cooking as
You don't know how many years I've been waiting to be that get off my lawn guy. Like that is a life goal. Either that or like I don't know if you've ever like spent time around the hood or had friends from the hood. Either that or the stand behind the screen door and snitch guy, but doesn't snitch, that just yells at everybody. You know, the guy that stands out there and is like, "Cat!" You know, like I think what's his name? Kevin Hart does a joke about it. About his uncle. He's like his uncle is that stand behind the screen door guy. Like, look at this cat right here drinking out a bowl. Cat, quit drinking that milk out the bowl. Yeah. But
I'm
yeah.
just checking out Kona's store.
I have
Hey,
oh, yeah.
Kona,
That link.
you live in Washington? Like Washington? Wait, what is? Okay, is this
state?
your store?
Jeez, I
Is
have
that
both
Washington?
tabs open.
Hey, Kona, we're like almost neighbors. I'm in Vancouver. Not Vancouver, Washington. Vancouver, BC.
These look really nice.
These look real nice.
What kind of connectors do you use? Yeah, I'm a
Fancy connectors.
yeah, I like those. They're definitely not as bulky as the
Definitely
connectors of the other
fancy.
guy. See, the guy I went with, I just happened to stumble
Ooh,
across
Limo
them on
connectors.
Instagram. They're Limo, okay. The ones that I'm using are, I'd have to look what they say. Waipu, Weipu. They're just really bulky.
I really like Limo. Um,
Yeah, that's what I thought they were, but I didn't want to say the wrong thing and look like an idiot. We're already making fools of ourselves for not knowing.
it's all
Everybody
right.
has left my stream, I think. Oh well, they're all
Vancouver
coming.
cost of living is expensive. Yeah, Vancouver cost of living is kind of crazy.
I mean,
It's kind of
it's
And
nuts.
I'm sitting here
away in the
drinking
metropolis.
Baiju.
Oh boy.
I'm sitting
Baiju.
here drinking Baiju, so I'm gonna be stupid here real soon. So hold on, let the fun begin.
All right, all right.
Kona, is this your dog? Kona,
Oh,
your dog is so cute.
so
Dog, 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 dog.
I love dogs.
I think I'm gonna go back to makers and crafting. It's like after I changed and updated my title, everybody was gone.
Yeah, I like dags.
So okay,
Thanks,
so
Kona.
we should make a list and have a list of all the stuff we've talked
Oh,
about.
probably.
So what's another one? Think on Twitch. Gosh, it's hard to just think of one whenever it's Kokona. You what's tell us more about these Twitch memes or some Twitch. I'm just gonna do a Google here for like Twitch speak and see what comes up. The thing to keep in mind about basically all Twitch speak is they are both a word and an emote. Typing the slang in chat like this, :slang will post a related emote. What the newest Twitch speak means. This is an article on The Gamer. Knowing your
Terrible. Check
Propega
your
from your
Discord.
poggers. What the newest Twitch speak means. Oh, we still got the old
Kona says, I'm
poggers.
new to Twitch, to be honest. Oh, you are new. Okay. Like
They
us.
have smaller
I'm
ones.
new as of March. Hey, Kerbal, check your Twitch. Or check your Discord messages.
Yeah. Heard. All right. Ooh, I got a message from I need to look at. Let me get this back up. Dang, why is it not letting me grab my Twitch window? There we go.
So, Gazzew, are you able to tell us anything about anything that you plan for 2022? Or is it everything under wraps at this point?
Um, well,
And I know you.
China is going on lock. China's going on holiday because it's spring. What spring festival starting like tomorrow, the next day, something like that. I don't know. Really
And
soon,
Chinese New Year.
spring festival, and then Chinese New Year's right after that. Everything is on lockdown, and that we're just we're just trying to get through.
Hmm.
Um, I am making a black U4 for 3D Keebs.
Black,
So it's
U4, the silent Tato. Is that right?
Like the
yeah,
U4
she
keys
got
last year.
yeah. So Danielle's she's African American and she's a great lady. Think the world of her. And that's not just because of my vendor relationship with her. I really think she's a go getter. That girl works hard,
Yeah, she's
and
always been super cool in my opinion.
she's a she's I mean she is what I would consider a flipper in that from a vendor perspective she just resells products. She doesn't really
Hmm.
do anything that's like really custom, but she does support gay and lesbian communities, Asian communities, black communities. She does a lot of donations to different groups to just pay it forward. She's just real down to earth. You know,
Yeah.
she's great lady. She goes by Davis, but anyway, she she requested last year black U4 tees, and so I did them for Black History Month. And
Oh,
so this year we're doing black U4s for Black History Month,
that's
and
awesome, dude.
so those are being made right now. Nobody knows except for you guys and her.
Chat.
They are being assembled right now, and hopefully they will be available in the real near future, like hopefully the next 2 weeks. Fingers crossed. Um, it's we're doing what we can to get them to market as quick as possible. I don't know if she's going to take the full production run herself or if she's going to. Sorry, my phone chirping in the background. Oh, it's Kirball chirping me. Um, Hey, Kerball.
Yo.
Um, but I don't know what she's going to be doing as far as distribution wise. Whether like last year, she teamed up with a couple of international vendors to make sure that other countries got a little exposure as well. I don't know if she's going to do that this year or not. I've got to call out to her to talk to her, and I'm waiting for her to call me back to see if she's interested in spreading out the distribution or if she wants to do it all herself. So we'll know soon. That's coming immediately. We have a
Nice.
shortage on boba switches just because of the short month. The factory's going offline and so forth. So we're using the time right now to prep for return from Chinese New Year. And as soon as Chinese New Year comes back, we're gonna be working on the stuff. Um, as far as internal politics, there's nothing I can report publicly right now. Um, I am looking into making retail grade switches that are going to be distributed through alternate channels for the purpose
Uh,
of snaring the noobs that don't know about us and drawing them back into the enthusiast grade community. But
wow.
they're going to be retail grade switches, not enthusiast grade switches. So
Gotcha.
there's gonna be a little variance on them, but it's just a um, it's slightly
So,
different product. But
something to 3-pin to go with all of the mass-produced hot swap
Ch-
pre-builts that you're
yeah,
seeing
basically,
nowadays that are slowly bringing people into the hobby.
Ah,
yeah.
that sounds awesome, man.
Frankly, so
There,
there's a lot of people out there that don't know about us, and they just go to Amazon, they go to eBay, and they just buy whatever they can find.
Yep.
And I want these kids to be kids. I don't mean it disrespectfully, but I want these noobs, and that's not disrespectful either, to be able to have the ability to upgrade their cheap Chinese boards with something decent, so they feel good about what they're driving, and then
Nice.
and we can draw them into the community, and when they show up, they're not going to be heckled and treated like, oh,
yeah,
I mean,
unfortunately, Reddit's getting that way.
yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm hearing from other people that mech market is getting real gatekeeperish, and I'm a little concerned about it. I don't
That's
know what to
been
think about it.
happening slowly for a hot minute.
Yeah. Turbo,
But
you've been
I,
complaining about gatekeeping on Mech Market for a while too.
Yeah, I don't want to speak publicly about that
yeah,
right now.
That's fine.
yeah,
Um,
but I'm hearing it from completely
Oh yeah, yeah,
unassociated independent sources outside of us, and it's really disheartening.
yeah.
In the beginning, I don't know if you guys all know. I started out as a harvester just because of an e-waste pile at work,
I
and
remember.
figured I'd be able to hopefully meet some friendly nerd people and kindred spirits of sorts. I'm not really a Keebhead myself. I'm an IT guy, but I'm all about recycling and about repurposing and reusing and so forth. So I started as a harvester. When I started out, I first dropped into Geek Hack, and I found that the attitudes there were just so arrogant that I decided I didn't want to be associated with it. And so I saw that Reddit and Mech Market was really down to earth, and it was kind of a welcoming ground for everybody, and open arms to everybody. And I said, hey, this is more the type of environment that I want to be involved with. And so to be, uh, I chose to put my efforts in Mech Market.
And
And
they're no good. People love your switches, man. Like,
yeah, I mean it's just unfortunate that anything that grows too big tends to get kind of top heavy and falls over, and I'm kind of concerned about what's going on with Mech Market.
mm,
But
Yeah.
it's
Do you think? Sorry, let me interject here.
no, go ahead.
Do
No, go
you
ahead.
think that's a result of geek hack people coming to Reddit, or the
no.
large influx that brought people into the community, such as myself, with COVID and stuff? Like, I honestly, I came into the hobby because of a suggested post on Reddit, and I was like looking at all these keyboards on my break at work, and so then like when I got home, I started looking at them more and looking at them more, and then like at work, I was like showing one of my managers. He's an older dude, he's in his 40s. I'm like, check out these keyboards. He's like, whoa, that's cool as fuck. I was like, I think I'm gonna make one, and then kind of went from there. And then I met Gazzew through buying switches from him, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Guys,
I don't.
I'm
I personally think it's just related to just the sheer volume of people and the size.
Yeah,
Mech Market
yeah.
in itself. has become a self. I don't know how to explain this. They've reached a point of size and volume and reputation that they now have dominance and force behind them, just like any other streamer would once they reach a certain number of vendors, or any other shop would when they have so many followers and so forth. And I don't know, politics get involved.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
it's I personally think
Can I interject real quick
the
while it's
bet.
on my mind? Both of these
Yeah, go
things
ahead.
that we've just talked about the gatekeeping. You remember Mex on Deck did a segment on it the other night. Mech Merlin was talking about the community being toxic. Was it Mech Merlin? Someone,
I was.
I think it was Mech Merlin. He was talking about trying to get his key code or something, and somebody sent him a message and it was just super toxic. And I made the comment. I said, "Can we as a community just agree to leave our toxicity at the door?" You know.
Yeah.
But
Let's
yeah,
hope so.
and that's the thing. Like anything, especially internet based, that gets a lot of growth is going to attract some trolls and some toxicity, and they tend to scream the loudest.
For sure.
But I know, Hammer Brother, you've got an unboxing to do. Do you want
Yep.
to wrap this up and do the unboxing, or
Yeah.
can we
Hey,
spectate and comment on your unboxing?
not on Discord. It's
That's
gonna be too
Can we just
distracting.
hijack
I'm
your
gonna put you
stream?
guys.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, absolutely not. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get off of Discord. I'm
Let's
gonna
see
take
your
a break.
box.
And guys, this was fun. Kerbal, Gazzew, HP Hero, and Bob. I
Yeah.
hope we can do this again. This is like the perspectives that we have are very different because we came from very different parts of the hobby. I've been here as a hobbyist for a while.
Yeah.
I've purchased from you, Gazoo, but way before you even talked about Bulbas. This is back when Out of the Sky V2.2s were popular. And then I met Kerbal. So I love the community. And I hope we can like have a
Yeah.
chat.
But for the most part, my interaction with the community has been great,
sure.
And the other thing is too, sarcasm and jokes are often misconstrued, misinterpreted, and all of that jazz. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's
Thanks for
wrap this
coming on,
up.
guys.
As far as Discord chats like this, anytime I'm gaming, I'm always in my Discord. So if anybody's in my Discord, feel free to drop in and chat during games. I love it. Like usually we play together, friends, and we all chat on Discord. And it's pretty much open as long as you're not coming
Sure.
in.
Kona
And
says, I'm down for Boomer Wednesdays. Kona, did you enjoy some of the content? This is the first time we just kind of
yeah, we're
winged
just
it.
kind of riffing. Like honestly, like 2 hours ago, we were like, because Hammer
Is this a
messaged me.
crossover episode?
Where have you been allowed, brother? You've missed like all of the fun.
He missed
bro.
out.
You
I think
missed
a
all
loud
of it.
brother, if you want to join us, you're always welcome in the future. Whenever
Yeah,
we do this.
we're gonna try and make it a more regular thing here. Oh my gosh, how old is that clip?
I don't know.
Animal Crossing. All right.
All right, guys. Thank you so
incoming.
much. Peace out, Kerbal. Peace out, Gazoo. HB Hero and Bob. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah,
We were gonna do the unboxing.
message me after your stream.
Yo, we got a raid from Kerbal.